Hi, it's Isabel. I'm a little bit awkward. I don't really know how to do this intro. Doesn't really matter. Let's just get it over with. There we go. I don't do YouTube videos. But anyway, this is really just a video diary series, I guess, of me working through the artist way. I thought it would be really cool and kind of special to document me completing this and just doing all the coursework and the journal entries because I like to think, because I'm only 24 now, that 10 years from now when I'm 34, I will look back at my videos, everything I wrote, and I'll be like, wow, she's a stupid kid, but she was trying. And that's what matters. And I'm a really big believer that things that are good for you are sometimes the hardest things to start, and they're definitely the hardest things to stick with. It's hard to start it. Starting is quite literally half the battle. And then sticking with it, even when you go, well, I don't notice an improvement, right? I don't feel like doing it. I like to think I'm laying the groundwork for something that 5, 10, 15 years from now is going to serve me very well, is going to pay off. And if you've ever heard of this book, The Artist Way, if you've ever worked through it yourself, you'll know it's incredibly emotionally taxing because it encourages and requires, like if you want to actually do the course, it requires you to take an honest and very earnest look at yourself, who you are, and the ways you are and behave that hold you back from who you want to be, the excuses you make, the lies you tell yourself, the lies you tell other people. You know, it's not like a gut punch and like attack you like, oh, you're terrible. It's very compassionate and kind, which almost makes it hit that much harder. One of my favorite exercises in the book, actually, it's about saying, hey, like, what's a habit you have? Just list one that is holding you back from things you want to do. Like, we always say we don't have enough time to do what we love. We don't have enough time to pursue this new hobby. We don't have enough time to exercise. We don't have enough time to insert blah, blah, blah. I don't have enough time to write. I don't have enough time to paint. I don't know. Literally insert anything you want. And Julia, the author of this book, she says, now, what's a habit that you do? And it's probably a daily ritual, even, that is taking time away from the person you want to be. And she doesn't say, now stop that. She doesn't say, isn't it stupid that you do that? She goes, and what's the payoff of keeping that habit? And it was so funny that such like a simple language switch up of, well, what's the payoff? It changes your mindset because instead of me going, oh, I'm so stupid, I'm an idiot, I can't believe I'm wasting my time, I'm an idiot, I'm terrible, I'm a piece of shit, I'm not doing the things I want to do, I have bad habits. To reframe it as, what's the payoff? Like it's saying, your time is something you invest, right? What's the return on that investment? And like, that's what it felt like to me. It's like, oh God. And everything shifts through that lens. And sometimes it feels so simple, it's almost stupid. Like, wow. And I can fall into the trap, and everybody can, of being like, well, I'm such an idiot, why didn't I think of that? But I digress, because I'm getting caught up now on the actual book. But I'm on week 5. It's recovering a sense of possibility. It is a little bit funny, and I think before I even started reading the book, when I heard about it, I was like, well, I want to do this video diary thing. And I worked through the first 4 weeks, and I didn't do one video, right? And it's hard for me not to like beat myself up over that because I'm like, wow. And I don't know if any of you guys or anybody in general, I mean, people in general can relate. I'm being silly. Where it's like you put something off that you know you want to do in your heart and your spirit and your soul, whatever. Maybe I was like, and I always like, I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my spirit, I feel it in my bones. Like when I just know there's something I want to do, it's such a whole body feeling. Like, we all get our gut feelings. And obviously if you're watching this and you're going, she's a little kooky. I'm obviously very, very spiritual. I believe in a lot of, I believe there's power in what you speak, which, i.e., people talk about like, you can literally manifest things. And I believe that. So I digress. If you're like, girl, what the hell? Totally fair. I'm not gonna judge you. Anyway, but when I get these feelings, it's like it's like a spiritual thing and a knowing of like, I have to do this. I'm supposed to do this. I'm not sure what for, but I have to. And I always describe it as when I don't do those things. And this is even like for me doing the video diary. I just felt like it was good for me to do. I need to do it. So week 1 and 4, when I don't do them, it's almost like, and I consciously make the choice too. I think so many of us, there's things we want to do. And again, the book addresses this, and it's really good to read that and then write and journal, because that's the only way you can come to a conclusion about yourself. At least for me, like it doesn't matter how many things I intellectually understand. I can intellectually understand, it's not great to scroll for 3 hours on your phone when there's things you want to do and you want to improve. I know that in my head, but knowing it in my heart and my bones and my soul is a lot harder. And sometimes when we know information intellectually, but we can't figure out how to apply it to ourselves and our lives and walk it out, I think it breeds a sense of shame. It breeds almost like you feel inferior, you feel stupid, you feel blah, 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 blah. And ironically, shame for me, and for a lot of people, and it's talked about, is not the biggest motivator. It's not. I think you can change a lot. You can hate yourself into changing. Sorry. But I don't think it's going to be lasting change, and I don't think that's a healthy mindset to have. And again, book talks about that. Book talks about that. But the book talks about that, and it's like, wow, because I was always, oh, I'm such a mess up. I'm such a mess up. I've wasted my life. I've wasted my time. And I always go, oh my God, I'm thinking about this now because I'm 24 and I'm so old. And that's so, by the way, that's so ludicrous to think you're old at 24 in your 20s. It's ludicrous to think you're old at 30 or 35 or even 40, by the way. People that actually think 40 is old and 40 is like, that's so insane to me. It's still so young. I digress. We're going down a rabbit hole, we being me. Anyway, but it's so funny because I'm like, I have been worrying about how old I am since I was like 13, and like, oh my God, I'm ruining my life. I'm 13 now. Oh, I'm 16 now. Oh my God, I'm 19 now. Oh, I'm 21 now. Like, it's so silly because I have had that feeling's always been there. And for a lot of us, it'll be like, well, that's just proof that the feeling's real. No, it's proof that the feeling, no matter where you go, is there. It's always been there no matter what you do. Right? Until you learn to face the feeling, it's not going to go away. It's going to keep reinventing itself. And by reinventing, I mean camouflaging itself as a new worry, but the core is just the same. And it's like, oh, in doing that, in this book, and this goes again, I'm tying back into week 5. Trust me, don't worry, we'll get there. And it's so funny to realize that. And you also it starts to dawn on you, and it's starting to like really click in my head. The cycles we find ourselves in. It's like we say, oh my God, I just have terrible taste in men. Oh my God, I'm just like my mother. Oh, I'm just like my father. Oh, I'm just like so-and-so. Oh my gosh, all of my friends are always so, like, they're always backbiting. They're always terrible. And we speak these things over ourselves, and we believe it, and it's like we're so hell-bent and dedicated on proving our internal biases because it's so comfortable to us. Because I'll tell you, too, to think that your future is over is devastating. To mourn a life you still can live is so hard, and it's devastating. But the truth is, there is a part of it, and I'll say this for me, I won't speak for anybody else, that is almost comforting and addicting in a way, because it means that disappointment actually doesn't, you don't actually have to face disappointment. You don't have to, because things are already shit, and your life's already over, and there's no hope for you. So you never have to take accountability for anything. You never have to try to be different because you know it's a moot point, right? Did I use that correctly? I think I did. I don't know. Well, I hope so. So you stay in that cycle because as painful as it is, as much as it makes you hate yourself, you almost get addicted to the disappointment, and you get addicted to feeling so down. You get addicted to that. It's and I'll say again for myself, it's like when bad things happen, it's almost like, yeah, I told you so. It's almost like you just feel so vindicated. You feel so vindicated because you're like, yeah, idiot, why would you ever think anything could ever be better? All my worries are true. All my fears are true. All my insert whatever is true. And there's no hope for you. And the truth is, that's a really dark place to be in, and I'm not going to go super into that. And I've worked very hard, and it's hard work. It's such hard work to try to actively get out of that, to try to deal with your mental illness in a healthy way, to try to be whatever, to want to do things differently, to reach out and say, I can't live this way anymore. I am like, my life isn't over. It's hard to come to that conclusion to say my life isn't over because it also means there's a reckoning, and you also have to come to terms with the time that you spent mourning a life you still gotta live. You still get to live. Not have to, but get to. And it's easy to fall in the trap of like, oh no, I've already wasted this much time doing that, and now I'm worried about the time I've wasted, and blah, 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 blah. In recovering a sense of possibility, again, week 5 for me is like realizing that there's so many things I feel like I've dropped the ball on everywhere in my life. Which again sounds so ludicrous as a 24-year-old. Like, oh wow, what have you done? It doesn't even matter. The point is, because all of our stuff feels so big to us, and we're like, no, you don't understand. I know all the ins and outs and nuance of this, and you don't understand because it's way worse than you could ever think, and everything's ruined, but it's really not that bad. And if we could step outside of ourselves for 2 seconds, we'd be like, oh, there's more to be had. There's more, and there's hope. But again, recovering a sense of possibility, it's about how we are so afraid of looking stupid. We're so afraid of stepping out. We're so afraid of falling on our faces. And that's really what it is. We're afraid to fall on our face because what that means is that we could be rejected by people. We could step out. We could make a choice. We could say to our friends, to our family, to our spouses, our partners, our bosses, whatever, no, I'm going to do this because it's a dream I have. And you guess what? The first few times you try it, you just may fail miserably. You might fail miserably. And that's hard. That's so hard. So instead of shooting for what we really want and saying what we really dream for, we go, okay, let me just break this down into something that's more digestible for everybody else. That's more tolerable for the people around me, that I'm more likely to get achieved because it's all on me. Everything is on me. It's me, me, me. There is no nothing. There's no higher power. There's no blessings. There's no nothing. It's all just on me. So when it's just on you, that's really scary, especially when you come from a place of feeling like all you are is a fuck up. Of course it's horrifying for everything to just only be on you. Every outcome is on you. It's your responsibility. There's nothing more. And so we limit ourselves because we go, well, if it's on me, I'm just a messed up human. I don't have faith that there's anything, and I'm not saying faith as in like you have to be a Christian. I just mean like faith that things can be better, that things work out in your favor. Of course we limit ourselves, and I've been stuck there, and I go, well, okay, this is what I really want to do, but I feel like that's ridiculous to do, and I don't think it'll ever happen, and I'm already too late, I've already messed up, so if I do this, I can be happy enough. No, you can't. No, you can't. You literally can't, because you are still denying who you are, and that's what it is. To refuse to acknowledge our dreams and our hopes is a denial of who we are. It's because we're afraid of being rejected. All of us are, and I know, like, there's all this. Everybody can act tough, and everybody can go, oh my God, and like people can be mean and shitty, but the truth is we don't want to be rejected. The vast majority of us, it doesn't matter who you are, you don't want to be rejected. And most people, when they turn out into outright assholes, this doesn't justify it, by the way. They've gotten rejected, and that's how they're coping with it. It doesn't make it right, doesn't make it okay, and I'm not saying I agree with it. But to be rejected when you share things that are near and dear to you, is so hard. Like, we're humans, we're made for relationship, we're made to be wanted, and we want other people. And I'm not talking about romantically or sexually, sure, I'm talking about in community with other people. To be supported and loved by and to support and love other people is so integral to who we are as people. Oh my gosh, of course we do everything we can to hide the parts of ourselves that we think might not be lovable. And guess what? The part of you that has big dreams, you think probably isn't lovable because you've been taught from a young age that the shit you like is stupid. That having questions is rude and stupid and nosy, and you gotta know better. And we are so concerned with people looking polite, but we don't care about people being kind. We don't care about them being good people. I would rather deal with somebody that's a little bit more rude, but is a genuinely kind, good person. We don't value that in society. We value politeness over genuine kindness and compassion, which is why you'll have people that, oh my gosh, yeah, Greg's so great. Oh my gosh, Nancy's so awesome. And she's like, they're terrible people. They're terrible. They're so mean. They hate people. They're bitter. and they're resentful. But the truth is, too, they don't like themselves. And I know it's like so oversimplified, and it feels almost, again, stupid to think that people that don't like themselves also don't like others. But it's true. It's so true, because when you deeply, deeply deny yourself, and you deeply deny yourself the chance at authenticity, when you see people that are authentic, that don't care about that approval from everyone, that their validation comes from their self, from, oh my gosh, not other people, then that's hard. And I'm still in that trap, and it's hard for me not to be, right? We find people we like, whether it's friends, whether it's boyfriends, girlfriends, anything, whether it's literally just peers, a teacher, a boss, anybody you look up to. You want them to like you because you're like, I like you. And you don't know how to draw from within because you're so busy not facing yourself. Again, this is for me. Gotta say this. And I'll say, I get so busy not facing myself. I refuse to love myself, because to love yourself, that means you have to get to know yourself. Loving yourself isn't just doing self-care, okay? It's not just making yourself feel good. It's not pampering yourself. It's not just exercising. It's not just eating right. It's not just doing your 20-step skincare routine. No, loving yourself means getting to know yourself on a level that few very rarely do. It means sitting alone. It means accepting the things you've done. It means taking an account of everything you've done, not to sit and dwell, but to really come to terms with the person that you are, to think about the things that have been done to you, to think about what you want out of life, and to really, again, it's like a reckoning. And it's hard. And I would always say, it's not about loving yourself, it's about hating yourself a little bit less each day, which seems really bleak, but that's sometimes where we have to start. Because again, you cannot actually love yourself and practice true self-love if you don't know yourself. So until we know ourselves, and that's the hardest part, because getting to know yourself is about like walking. Oh my God, I don't even know how to describe it. I was gonna say like walking on like lava, like hot rocks, hot coals, and it's terrible, and shards of glass, and there's also salt on your feet because why not? And lemon juice. It is so painful. It's so painful to get to know yourself, because oh my God, being a human being is just wrought with, honestly, let's be real, tragedy and embarrassment and hypocrisy, and sometimes we're just terrible, and it's not really a reflection of everything we are, but there's so much joy, and there's peace, and there's love, and there's compassion. But how do we like really combine every part and integrate the parts of ourselves that have been so traumatized, that have been hurt, that haven't been good friends, that haven't been good partners, that haven't been good to ourselves, that we have actively, willingly made self-destructive decisions to run from the pain we've been exposed to or had happened to us, the things we had happened to us, and run from who we are. So, I don't know. I was on somewhere, then I saw that it's so much darker. You'll turn the light on. I don't like the light, actually. I don't hate the light. Okay. No, what am I doing the light? I tried to turn the light on. Didn't work. No, I'm doing it again. So recovering a sense of possibility for me is going, the things you want to do aren't stupid. They're not impossible. That's it. It's as simple as that. And to let yourself know the things you want to do aren't stupid is also letting yourself know you aren't stupid. You're not a lost cause. You haven't messed up too much. You've not wasted too much time. There's still redemption to be found. Redemption, I'm not meaning like, oh, you're a bad person, you need to redeem. I mean, redemption for oneself, because let's be real, so many of our choices are made from self-hatred, whether we want to acknowledge it or not. Or denying our authenticity, staying with a partner that doesn't value you. It stems from self-hatred, and there is a connection there. But is it love, or is it an attachment because you're afraid of being alone? That's not your fault, and there's nothing wrong with you. Again, we are all so messed up in the head, of course. I'm like, gosh, I'm the last person that could judge anybody for anything they've done in a relationship or friendship, or my goodness. I love being around toxic, mean people. It doesn't even matter. We could be dating, we could not be dating, family members, friendships, again, relationships, it doesn't matter. I have no qualms. If you're terrible to me, I'm like, wow. And not now. I'm being hyperbolic, of course. I'm gonna be like, just don't get any ideas. Yeah. But I also would be like, well, I has to be reckoning. I grew up around nothing but extremely like, no wonder. I mean, no wonder I always sought out people that mistreated me on any level. Again, family, friendships, relationships, and I wasn't consciously doing it. You know, we're getting out of the, we're getting a little bit, um, but the book, it kind of says, like, you stay in these cycles because it's comfortable. And it is, it's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. And you know what? It's sometimes nice to know that you're going to be disappointed because the thought of getting, and I've done this before, uh, you get your hopes up about something or somebody or some whatever, and you genuinely get your hopes up and you go, it's going to be different this time. It'll be different. And then it's not. Ugh. And there's something so heartbreaking about thinking something will be different and it's not, or it's worse. Because when things start out bad, when things start out painful, sometimes it feels like a choice. Like, yeah, this is my choice. I'm going head first. I know what I'm doing. I know I'm making this bad choice, and it's my own selfish. There feels like there's some control there, and it's not right and it's not good. But you feel in control. No, I'm choosing to do this, and I know it's bad for me, and I'm not bragging about it. My gosh, I never brag about it, but it's like I hate myself so much. I want to stay stuck here, but and that hurts, and that's really not good. And to be in a place like that's a really dark place again. But it's so much worse, in my opinion and my experience, to get your hopes up genuinely and go, wow, I have done different this time. It's gonna be okay. And then to still find out it ended up just the same, but you were a lot softer because you were just so hopeful. And that one's really hard and it breaks your trust in yourself, breaks your trust in people, in God, in the universe, in everything. Because you're like, well, there is no good. And it's easier to think everything sucks and it's all shit. So who cares? If everything sucks and it's all shit, there's really no reason to try. There's no hope. There's no possibility. And so it's been like this book. But again, especially week 5, it's been so hard because I never thought I was a super pessimistic person. And I realized, like, I have a lot of faith, but I have a faith in, like, I had always had faith in that things wouldn't work out for me. That people were always going to let me down. And not in, like, a normal way, because, let's be real. Your friends, your family, and your partners will always let you down to a degree, because that's how humans are. We let people down. It's not always malicious at all. There's a difference between human mistake, and I'm talking about extreme pain and abuse, trauma. And for me, it wasn't like, oh, they're going to let me down and I'm going to let them down. It wasn't a healthy thing. Like, well, we're humans and we're still going to love each other. No. It was like everyone always hurts and betrays me in ways. I'm not just talking about cheating either. Like, just because of being hurt by somebody you love, family, friend, or relationship in very deep ways, does feel like a betrayal. It feels like a betrayal because you're like, why would you do this to me? I would never do it to you. Oh my God. And it does have that, like, why, I don't even know you. Did you lie to me about who you were? You're so cruel and I had no idea. What have I done? What could I have done differently to make you behave differently? And, so I just kind of walked around this idea that everybody is all secretly lying to me. And, they want something from me. I'm not sure what it is, but they want it. They want my attention. They want anything they can get from me and just use me up on every level. It didn't matter who it was. Secretly, I felt that way about everybody. Everyone in my life. Like, I was always good enough to get something from, but not good enough to not mistreat. And again, I mean, I thought that every single person I could come into contact with, well, it doesn't matter. We could sit and talk in our head. I vibed with you a little bit, and I thought we could be friends. On the back end, I'd be like, how is this person going to lie to me, mistreat me, speak poorly of me, use me, just be like a friend. That's a lot. That's a lot to go into. Because I'm like, I'm not going to let my hopes get up about you. Because I have been shown time and time and time again that people aren't trustworthy, that they let you down. And the thing was, I didn't love myself, and I didn't know myself enough to reconcile or even acknowledge the fact that, one, some people are shitty, some aren't. There are a lot of in between. Sometimes, guess what? Sometimes really, really great people have been really, 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 really shitty before. Sometimes really, really, really shitty people have been really, really great before. A lot of nuance in between all these things. And I'll tell you, when you walk around and you're always feeling like people aren't trustworthy, you kind of act like an asshole. And you have no faith and you have no hope. And you wonder why your life's like shit. It's because you walk around and you speak these things over yourself and you speak them. And it also comes from a lack of self-love. Because, and it may be a little arrogance. For me, maybe. Because I'm like, what? Do I think I'm better than everyone? Do I think I'm incapable of infallible? I'm like, I know I can be an asshole, but what? Do I think I'm justified in my assholeness? You know? I'm like, oh, well, like, I'm not abusive to people. But then I'd go, but abusive people, doesn't matter who they are again, friends, family, partners, they'll just find me. And I had to go to the point of like, maybe I don't love myself enough to just walk away from people that mistreat me the first time. Sorry, I dropped my phone like multiple times. I'd get it set up and then just fall again. But I was basically just saying that I think we just get addicted to feeling like nothing's ever going to work out for us. Everything sucks. And I'm not even trying to be this like, oh, well, like the boomers like, oh man, you just, all this self-pity whine. That's not what I'm saying. It's not what I'm saying, please. But it is a miserable way to live. And there comes a point where you just have to say, I'm going to do different. I'm going to do different. And I don't know what point that is for a lot of people. I think it's sometimes you hit rock bottom a few times. Your rock bottom gets lower than you thought it could ever go. You're like, I think we have two choices. I think we can go, I'm going to try to make things a little bit different. I'm going to try to do things a little bit differently. Or I'm just going to keep going deeper and see how far this rock bottom can hit. And those thoughts that nothing's ever going to get better. People are inherently untrustworthy. They're not good. They're always going to use you, abuse you, or let you down in ways that aren't, like not just, again, not normal letting you down, but like, really just absolutely mistreat you and use you. It kind of becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because our brains are also designed, like, we want to be right. We don't want to be wrong about things. So we seek things out that make us feel right. It's like why confirmation bias is a thing. So if you constantly think your life's going to be shitty and never work out, it's almost like you're like, well, it's like have you ever done that? Have you ever taken action that you're like, why am I doing this? I know this isn't good for me. It doesn't feel good in the moment. I hate doing it. I hate myself for doing it. I'm literally hurting myself. Why am I doing it? Why do I continue to stay stuck in this relationship that's killing me, in these friendships that are killing me, in anything that's just absolutely making me dread existing? Why am I doing that? But it also feels, I hate to say it, there's some part of it that's like, but I feel right and I feel in control, because when you never get your hopes up, you're still in control, right? You feel in control. And that's it. I might do a part 2 because now I'm just yapping. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's the artist's way. Week 5 sucks. It all sucks. Oh my god. I mean, I love it, but it sucks. I had somebody, one of my friends, she was like, oh, because there's this thing called morning pages, and it's where you, every morning when you wake up, you write 3 pages before anything else. Stream of consciousness. It's like, get it all out. Get all the gunk out in your head. Then you do affirmations. Some days I miss them. Some days I don't. Some days they're more my afternoon pages or maybe even evening pages. But it's important to do it. And she asked me, she was like, oh, do you like it? Do you like it? And I was like, no, I don't like it. Do I like it? Do I like writing about my feelings? As soon as I wake up, 3 pages of it. Do I like writing about my insecurities? Do I like writing things like, oh shit, this person walked so slow in front of me in the grocery store yesterday, and it made me like totally tweak out and freak the hell out. And I was like, God damn it, can you walk faster? Because I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind, and I got shit to do. I got places to be, and you're just like walking so slow. Like you got nowhere to be, and it's a grocery store. What do you mean? Why are you walking so slow? Why? Oh, move out of my way. And there's people all around me.
Do I like writing about that? No. Do I like writing about, like, my deepest worries and fears and traumas and regrets? Do I like writing about how, oh my god, I like this guy, but I know he's a terrible guy. Why do I like him? But I'm not, to feel better about, I'm not doing anything with him. I'm not going to pursue him at all. But why do I have feelings for him? Oh my god, what kind of stupid idiot has feelings for somebody that they know is objectively, messed the hell up? Messed up. It doesn't matter how much you have in common with them. They're messed up. They're shitty people. Or, oh my god, why do I still care about insert family member even though they, like, hurt me so bad? But I want their approval. Do I like writing about that? No. Not at all. As I was saying, do I like it? No. I actually don't. I don't like it, but there's plenty of things I do that I don't like. You know what? I don't like doom scrolling. It doesn't make me feel happy or fulfilled. And you know what? I've spent a lot of time doom scrolling. Hours a day on my phone. I don't like it, and then somehow I find a way to do it. I actually don't like eating McDonald's every day because it doesn't make me feel good. McDonald's is also, like, insert any fast food there, because I actually don't really eat McDonald's. But, like, I do like Wendy's. Okay. Anyway, I digress. I don't like those things. I don't like them. I just do them because I'm in the habit of it. I don't like worrying all the time. I don't like obsessively thinking about everything. I mean, I can take a situation and pick it apart to, like, a molecular level, to a way that is so insanely small and tiny, like, give a little microscope and here are all the pieces of it, and it feels like, oh my gosh, Charlie and Always Sunny, when he's like, oh, everybody look at my board, and he's like, getting nuts, it's so crazy. That's what I feel about every single situation in my life. It's terrible. I hate doing it, but I do it anyway. So why don't I just force myself to do something that actually I do think is good for me? I think it's good to write about all the shit that clogs my brain and fogs it up and makes me hate myself that I carry throughout the day. Yeah. I think it's good. I hate doing it. I think it's good though. I hate doing it, but I think it's healthy. I think it's so healthy. I don't like doing mobility exercises, but I really want to have knees when I'm in my, like, 70s, okay? When I have knees in my 70s. And that's the thing where I'm like, why am I so concerned about whether I like it or not? Because I'll tell you, when I don't do the morning pages, when I don't do the coursework in this book, because I said to myself, I'm going to do it, I feel worse about myself. I notice I worry about things more. I know there's situations in my life that I just go, hey, think about this. What should you do? What should you do? So no, I don't like it. It's not fun. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's an enjoyable task, but I do know it's something that actually makes me feel better in the long run. And starting it's half the battle. Continuing it's the other. That's it. You should read this book. It's terrible. I love it. And if you don't, it's like when people are like, I don't run. Maybe I should try running now. Like when runners are like, oh, it feels, it's awful. But then you, like, get a runner's high. Am I using this correctly? Is there anybody that runs that's gonna watch this? I don't know. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. But it's, like, miserable, and there's so much to push through at first, physically and mentally. Push through, because you know you have to keep running to reach the spot where it feels kind of good. You're like, wow, I'm really in my groove now. But it's miserable. I've heard people describe it like it's just miserable and awful and terrible, and they just want to quit and they want to stop and they hate it. But then they get a runner's high. And this is my emotional version of that. I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it. If I can push through on bad habits, if I'm going to push through and force myself to stay in relationships with people that treat me like shit, to stay in friendships with people that treat me like shit, to stay at jobs, to stay in, like, literally in kind of with family members that treat me like shit and make me feel terrible and just want to use my time and energy and everything about me, if I can force myself to stay in those situations because they're familiar, or it's like the longest drawn out scheme of self-harm and self-hatred, my God, it's very theatrical, if I'm being honest. If I can do that, then I can force myself to do something that's actually good and causes me to look at myself. Like this book does. That's all. I'm, like, really droning on now. It's like gonna be a 30-minute video. That's all. Anyway, I'm probably gonna do, like, little updates. So I think it's fun. And if you are watching this, good for you. Thank you for watching this. I don't know why I keep doing that. Thank you for watching this. I think we're all a little crazy, and I think everybody needs to embrace it. I think it's really comforting to see people. See, for me, this is my effort of being like, you know what, maybe I should just be authentic. Who cares? Who gives a shit anymore if people like you? If you are actually authentic, guess what? Newsflash, sister. Isn't that from Uptown Girls? Am I crazy? With Brittany Murphy? Like, newsflash, sister, she ain't here. The Little Rich Girl. We know Uptown Girls. Okay, I'm sorry. I loved that movie as a little girl. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I just wanted to be Brittany Murphy. I still want to be Brittany Murphy. Oh my gosh, I just loved it. When her boyfriend would hear that song, like, sheets of Egyptian cotton. Am I crazy? I'm not making this up, right? I used to watch with my mom. This is so not necessary to the video, and I'm not even going to edit it out, because who cares? Anyway, the point is, when you are authentically you, you do two things. You're showing yourself that you love yourself because you're taking the time to know yourself in all of your parts, in the ugly parts, in the embarrassing parts, in the stupid parts, in the mess ups, in everything, in the great parts, in the angry parts, in the hypocritical parts, in everything. You're getting to know yourself, and then you know what you want. And then you're going, not only you're saying, now I know myself, you're going, and you know what? I'm kind of valid. I'm valid. It's okay. Not only do I know myself, I like myself. I kind of fuck with me, guys. Kind of like me. And you may not like me, but that's cool, because I like me. If you don't like yourself, one, you don't know. If you don't know yourself, you can never love yourself. And if you don't love yourself, you will always, always, always be searching for approval, for accolades, and for love from other people. And you know what's worse? You'll never find it, because people that don't love themselves don't know how to receive love from people that do love themselves and love people. You know why? Because you're used to being let down. You don't love yourself, so you break promises to yourself, and you tell yourself a narrative that you're terrible, you're stupid, you deserve this to happen to you, you know, you're a mess up. So when people mistreat you, you're like, yeah, I deserve this because I am such a fuck up. I deserve this somehow. So you'll never find the love that you so desperately want to receive, and you deserve to receive. So that actually is me going, who cares if this video is bad and it's cringy? Life is inherently cringy and embarrassing. Oh my god, everything about existence sucks to a degree. It's all embarrassing and weird, which then in turn makes nothing embarrassing and nothing weird. And social media has just made people so stupid and brain rotted and like worried about everything more than we already were. It doesn't matter. Who cares if you're a weirdo freak? There's a lot of other weirdo freaks, and people might not like you, but don't be mean. Just go out there and do your thing, dude. You'll find your people. And you know what's awesome? It is such a blessing when people don't like you. Because that means they've evaluated you for your authentic self, and they go, it's not for me. That's cool. That's great. That means you are one step closer to finding the people that really like you. That's all. I'm getting really hot in here. End of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Should I say that? I don't know. I'll keep talking. I love to talk. I love to talk so much. Okay. Goodbye. That's all. Thank you. Sometime next week.